to do something cute so I can judge.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Dude, you just opened a can of worms you're not going to be able to reclose.
Cool. I'll stand on one tippy ball. Cool. I'll stand on my tongue.
Hello. My name is Thatcher Johnson-Welden.
Hello, my name is Danica Adams.
Hey, my name is Laron Wise.
Hi, my name is Kelly Reiter.
Hi, my name is Ethan Williford.
You know what I mean. Come on, guys. This is possible.
You tripping, H.
Is it really necessary to shorten my... That's a great line. Is it really necessary to shorten my four-letter, one-syllable name to one letter? Really?
Just because two people work for a short period of time doesn't mean they work on a 24/7 basis.
Exactly.
I love voiceover work. It is so much fun.
It's the same with me. What did you think about the voice, like the phone interview? Because that was different.
It was very different. Well, the thing about voiceover work is it's a lot different from being on camera because you have to get into the character and you have to be them even though you're not in the environment of being in a movie or a TV show. You're in a room with a little mic with a sheet of paper in front of you and you still have to act just as much as you would as in an actual film. So it's probably more difficult for me in a way. Even though you don't have to memorize the lines, you still have to be there completely.
You have to be a great code reader.
Well, my first experience with autoplays was with Dexter, and it was after an audition with the Dead Room. I guess he liked me. He brought me in. I'd never done it before, but I've always loved cartoons, so actually being the voice of something for an audio play was different, but a great experience. And I'm having a great time.
Yeah. I loved watching Robin Williams because he would do, I would watch some of these like behind the scenes about Robin Williams, especially when he was playing the genie on Aladdin, and he was like, yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, his hands are moving. I was like, this guy's a genius.
Speaking of characters, who's your favorite character? So mine has to be Fade so far.
Yes.
Vaz has to be Fade so far.
My dad's got gunned down in a liquor store when I was 5. And no, before you ask, he wasn't robbing the place, mofo. He was an innocent bystander. Well, mostly innocent, because according to my moms, he did play the numbers, but still, he didn't deserve what he got.
You love arguing so much now that you're just arguing with yourself.
Shut up! So then my mom's had to go back to working on the streets.
Do you mean...
Did I interrupt yo shit?
Sorry.
Anybody else have any objections or comments, or can I continue? Well, thanks, damn. I'm like legit pouring my heart out here, and y'all mofos ain't shit.
I loved being Amber. And you guys can have some joy. I loved Amber. That was fun.
I loved Carl and Buster. Personally, I thought it was hilarious. I played Carl's daughter, but it was so funny to hear with the jokes that Dexter has come up with while writing the script. Just like, what?
And we never see pie in the scripts.
Of course.
Why is that? Why don't we have pie?
I think my favorite, I loved the whole Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky script. Yeah. It was just amazingly written and
it was scary.
All of the different characters they were all written so differently. They could build off of each other.
Right.
So like I loved it. It was amazing.
Yeah. The whole time I was trying not to crack up because you're doing such a great job.
Yeah.
So that's a compliment, but it's bad at the same time.
It was so much fun. And also another thing about voiceover is you can be one character. Like I was Fade, yo, what up, homie, da 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 da. And then I have to switch, oh, sweetheart, and be like a southern, belle.
Oh,
it's so different. And that's another thing with voiceover, because when you're filming something, you are in that character. Like, you are not changing. You are there completely. But with voiceover work, I also think it's more difficult because you have to switch up so fast all the time, just become different characters so quickly in, this environment.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I love it.
It's way different.
It's so much different.
My name's Emmeline.
I'm Buster. This is my travel partner, Nicole.
You two looking for the possum chips? They're the next aisle over.
No, ma'am. That sounds absolutely lovely, but I'm afraid our stomachs are a little delicate today, so hell to to the now.
None of you outsiders ever want our possum chips.
Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Carl, I told you no talking to the locals. Just avert your eyes and keep moving. She's so cute. Her little water rifle.
This ain't no damned water rifle. Dude, this is a Kimmer model 84M conventional bolt mountain rifle. I customized the trigger to release at 1 pound so I could legit swing, fire, and blow a Rush Limbaugh size hole in your ass in less than 3/10 of a second.
It's almost easier to be in front of the camera doing it versus behind the end where no one can see. It's like silent miming.
I think I actually love voiceover work. Maybe even a bit more than actual acting.
That's okay.
I think I love acting on in film more than I love acting in theater because I like that every nuance is caught on camera, so you can like flick your eyebrow and your character changes. But I think what I love,
What is that like a wiggle?
Whatever, use your own imagination, your perception. Thank you. Anyway, so that does sound funny.
Yeah.
What is that? Like a Jim Carrey thing. But no. What I like about voiceover work is you actually have to make the listener catch that.
Right.
Catch that change in your character by your voice. Like, to project your character, the very essence of your character, all the way to the audience without them even seeing you. That's an awesome talent. I really like people who can really do that. Like, I respect that.
Parents make you crazy.
Was he cheating?
No. I don't think so. I don't know.
My dad was murdered by his mistress when I was 10 years old. Happened right in front of me.
As soon as you're called in, you sit down at your mic, put up your script, you flip
And
to the
feel
page.
important.
You feel important because everyone's like looking at you and the pressure's on your shoulders. So if you don't do well, you're like, okay, you gotta do well. That's the first part. Then you get into your character and you go. And once you start acting, it's like it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's a train that's not going to stop until you come out of the booth.
Right.
Or you switch scripts and become a different character, but
The emotion's there.
yeah, the emotion's there.
You have to say same lines over again, and you have to remember what the producer means when they say speak with more smile or more somber, or pray you never get a producer that says speak more like a triangle than a square. You get some abstract terms in there, but you got to figure those out. True story.
Yeah, well, I know we're already all these new ones for it.
How do you sound like?
Octagons in there.
Maybe an orange.
You sound like an orange.
I think I see you more as an orange person than a yellow person, so I need. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Let me go look at my book of auras, and I conveniently have that with me.
Also, I think a lot of actors and actresses sometimes make the mistake of thinking, oh, I don't have to memorize my lines.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to look at them and just go in and do it. But then they're all like, oh my God. Oh yeah. And then she was like, oh no. Yeah, it's just really, really bad.
You
You really have to get familiar with your lines and treat it like you will memorize it. Even, I basically do memorize them. If I have to glance down, it's not a big deal because you should already be very familiar with the script as a regular film would be, because you're still trying to portray the character the exact same way, but you have to even work a little bit harder, as you're saying, because they can't see you.
I feel as though memorizing your lines make it sound more natural instead of you're trying to act.
Yeah.
See, that's the whole point of what acting. You're not supposed to look like you're acting. You sound like you're acting. You're supposed to be that good to where it's just
now walk
natural.
And it's so different. It's like so different, like reading the lines in your head versus actually saying it out loud for the first time. So I mean, you could be trying to say one word like what was it? Detriment. Detergent.
That's so mean to me.
But it does. I mean, it's true though. It's serious. It happens to everybody.
I'm only 12, but I took myself, yo. I don't need my mom's taking me nowhere.
Yeah, I'm 15. My uncle took me.
Well, we must still be in his office. A back room.
I doubt it. This room sounds big to me. I woke up on a bench. You guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's walk around with our hands out and see if we can figure out how big this room really is. Move slowly and carefully since we're going to encounter each other.
Cool.
Hi. That's my shoulder.
I won't explore any further then.
Really? We've been kidnapped 5 minutes and we're headed probably towards being capped? And y'all mofos are already on the pole? For real?